In this video, we're going to illustrate an emerging methodology to show how to use the Market Mapper Pro platform to first, identify market share and threshold risks in a merger with a geographic market definition, and second, create positive, evidence-based arguments to mitigate those risks. This time we'll be looking at the Pairwise Catchment Methodology published by two economists at the U.S. Federal Reserve in 2025 in the context of a hypothetical merger in retail pharmacy. We've loaded up location data for our merger, and we can see the map view and overview statistics here. Switching to the multi-market overview tab, suppose we know that the regulator may have evidence to suggest that most customers are willing to travel 5 kilometers to visit their pharmacy. There could be anecdotal evidence in the merging parties' documents, or the regulator may have made this observation in a position statement for a similar precedent merger. In any event, when we analyze this merger under the market definition of 5 kilometers of distance, we see significant threshold concerns, as we can see here. Market Mapper Pro lets you craft positive arguments to mitigate those threshold concerns identified in the initial screening. Today we're going to apply the new Fed Pairwise methodology, published last year, for defining the relevant market boundary for retail mergers. To provide some background, the Fed methodology starts with a customer catchment, how far customers are willing to travel. When these catchments overlap, as they do in our example, the methodology says that the analysis should focus on the customers in the intersection, shown in yellow here, because these customers are contested by both locations. Recognizing that these customers are willing to travel, in our example 5 kilometers, the method adds that travel buffer to the intersecting segment, capturing the area where contested customers are willing to travel. The methodology results in a larger catchment than either of the original overlapping catchments, potentially bringing in other relevant competitors. So we can now switch over to the Advanced Analysis module of Market Mapper Pro, and there we can skip directly to the Federal Reserve Methodology tab. We select the location analysis we just saved and create the 5 kilometer catchments for our two merging party locations. We can preview the two original catchments on the map, and now we can calculate that larger catchment based on the Fed algorithm. As we can see, it is significantly larger than either of the original catchments. We can quickly save this new boundary down below for market share analysis. Now we can switch over and conduct new market share calculations using the Fed methodology catchment we just created. As we can see, this larger catchment brings in additional competing locations, lowering the market share and concentration from a merger to below the regulatory thresholds. We can see a detailed breakdown of the competitors in the new boundary below. And that's how you can use this emerging methodology to create a positive defense to mitigate the threshold issues identified in the initial overview.